is a decent head nod view, y'all. I think some days I just do a series of nods to people, and I barely communicate verbally. What was I gonna say? Which is an art, but also probably not super healthy. And somebody else uses your car, and then you come back and the AC is not working the same. There we go. Now I feel it. It's a 4:40 right now, and I slept. I hit my 8 hours yesterday. There was a point where I didn't think I was going to, because like I was talking about yesterday, I fasted like all day until like dinner. So it was like a 18 or 19, maybe even it might have been a 20-hour fast, but I'm starting to notice when you fast, you eat that first meal, you feel a lot fuller quicker, and then your body is you definitely feel a little drained of energy afterwards as your body starts to process all that stuff. Now that I think about it, you probably never noticed that when you eat 3 meals or you're snacking all the time. You probably don't notice it as much because you're just always eating, and you probably have that feeling more often than not. But when you eat like twice a day in like an 8-hour window, or you just eat once a day, like I think my window yesterday was only 2 hours. I think by the time I finally ate something, it was a little after 6, and then I ate until 8 o'clock, and I felt like I definitely stuffed myself. There was the last few snacks I had after dinner, which I felt pretty full afterwards, and I didn't really need them, but I felt calorie depleted and like I deserved to eat whatever I wanted because I was in my window or whatever. Not that I was going to eat from 6 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the morning, but yeah. And it's so much better for your morning bowel rituals to not eat so much right before you go to bed, and then just wake up and out stuff. Like this summer, there's been a few times when my fasting and exercise has been pretty consistent. Like I don't even take a dump until like the afternoon maybe. But it's neither here nor there. I ate and then I started working, and then I had a little snacks, and I was just feeling super lethargic. Like I just couldn't sit upright in my position to work. And that's another thing I'm noticing about doing, primarily work in front of a computer is you're sitting a lot. If you're trying to hit 8 hours, you're sitting for almost, I don't know, probably 6.5 hours of the 8, minus the times you're getting up and moving around, get stuff and whatnot. But it's kind of difficult on your back to sit so much. But I've found, like, so today, I worked, I hit my 8 and I just cut, and I logged off, and then I went to sleep essentially. I think it was about 10 o'clock when I went to sleep, and I didn't sleep super great. I thought I would, since I had the longest run of my life that day, But I slept on and off, and I woke up about 2:30, and I laid around, and I tried to find something on my phone to listen to kind of fall back asleep, but I couldn't do it. I think I was having wireless headphone issues also, and so I was up. So I figured, let me give this super early morning working thing a try. And so I think it was 3:23 or 3:22 this morning when I logged in, and I worked until about 6:46, I believe. It was almost 3.5 hours, and definitely wasn't interrupted. Everyone was asleep, and no one's really calling or emailing at that time. So that's the beauty part of being up that early. I did sacrifice some sleep. I feel like I only really slept about 4 hours, and so that was working against me later on in the day when I went for my run. But I got about 3.5 hours, and it makes you feel good to feel like you're ahead of the ball for the day. And so made dinner or lunches for my two little ones, and I got them off to daycare, and then went on my run. I was able to squeak out 10 miles and go to work and return now about, I don't know, I think I logged 9.5 hours for the day, but I'm feeling a little tired. Let's see if we can do it tomorrow.